Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Air Kitty. Alright, so I totally forgot that I was doing 2 parts per episode. I am so sorry about that. I haven't edited the last 2 videos yet as of this point of recording this one, so I'm hoping there's enough content there. But I will do 2 levels, or 2 scenes, whatever, 2 areas in this video, regardless of how long it takes, just because then that way I can kind of keep up with everything I've been doing. But so, when we left off, we were at the motel, specifically the vacant hotel. Motel? My bad. Not a hotel, it's a motel. Motel 4. Apparently this is like a video game series. There's 3 others. I don't know where they are, what state they're in, but there's a 4th. This is the 4th one. So we got the office, we got the pool. We got random rooms that we can just look in. I should refrain from searching random rooms until I know what I'm looking. I wasn't wanting to get into the room. I was looking at the weeds. I think the ice maker has malfunctioned. The door is frozen shut. Guess we get some boiling water. Take that. Pool looks kind of grimy. There's a key at the bottom of the pool. And the moon. Thank God this isn't a game about werewolves. Yeah, as I figured. I thought I'd try it anyways. There is literally a pool sweeper right here. Now, for anybody who's owned a pool, regardless if it's an actual in-ground pool, above-ground pool, or like one of those, like, you know, the blow-up ones you get from Walmart for like $100, something like that, these are interchangeable. You unscrew the heads, you screw this one on, and you use it. They don't give you multiple rods for... No, they give you one rod and a bunch of different heads to put on it. That's how they come. It's meant to be like that. You just take this, unscrew the broom part, and put this on it. Anyways, probably gonna find it. If I see pool broom on this list, I swear to God. I don't see broom at all. But I find this very funny that this is probably... Is it? No, it's not a part of our list for some reason. Great. Spray paint? Do we got spray paint? Spray paint. Random memory I just had while I'm looking for a dustpan. So, I used to work at a Home Depot in my local area. And, so, one of the policies of Home Depot is that you can't sell spray paint to anybody under the age of 18. And, I always loved when, you know, I get that cute elderly couple or something like that. You know, they're just looking to, like, you know, doing an art project or something like that, or just redesign their home. And they go through self-checkout and they'd, you know, they'd scan the spray paint and they'd be prompted for an age thing and they'd call me over and stuff like that. And I always loved it, just like being like, typically, you know, we're supposed to check their IDs. Obviously, they said, granted, kind of like with the drinking rule, if they look above 18, you don't need to ID them. I do it anyways, just to make sure. Just to make them feel good. And they've been like, oh my, like, they're like, oh my gosh, dear, like, why am I getting carded? I'm like, it's because the spray paint, like, we need to make sure that you're old enough to, you know, use it. We don't want you spray painting buildings, you know, in your rebellious years. Typically that went over well, though people were usually very happy about it. Let's see. Oh, an entire... Is that it? Okay, that was an entire wine rack. That feels very inefficient for a wine rack. Oh. I'm trying to see if, the sounds being... I didn't know what it was at first. Apparently Mango got hungry, and he went back for his food. I typically give them wet food during the evenings, Just because it's easier for me to dish out than have to do it during work when I'm, like, trying to scramble to, like, get dressed and get on my computer and stuff like that, so... Mango came back for seconds. Belt. Where is belt? I feel like I actually did see the belt, and now I can't remember where it was. Oh, there it is. That looks more like a leash. I guess belt, leash, pretty much can be used for the same thing. Lamp. Oh, I do see frog on the list. Oh, lamp. Anchor, just saw that. Starfish, saw that. He's still going at it. A foot splint? Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think I've actually ever seen a foot splint in my life. Granted, I, nor anybody that I know has ever broken their foot. At least I'm going to assume that's what a foot splint is for. It looks quite medical. We did all that for spray paint, and I can't have this. To get the key at the bottom of the pool. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything more up here. Let's go into the office. Cord. Cool. Hello, fishy fishy. What a pretty fish. It looks like he has the whole tank to himself. He's probably territorial and aggressive and can't be housed with other fish. Much like betta fish. You cannot house them with each other. Hey, a scraper. Taking that. I hope you don't mind me taking your crap. I can't enter the office while the security... I'm not... I wanted to go ding ding, I require service. Can I have a room? I'm a little far from home, it's late, and I don't feel like walking back to my house. My luxurious house. I wanted to see how, you know, the peasants lived. I doubt there's anything in this place worth stealing anyway. I mean, it is a motel. I'm fairly certain shady stuff happens all the time. That isn't in the intended purpose. You use that in a different way. Should I spray paint the ice? Maybe. Well, great. Do you want me to put the pool head on here? How about this? Do you want... I just realized, I'm like, maybe that's why I need the spray paint. Am I... I'm not condoning that you ever do any criminal activity not like Claire. But Claire has a rep sheet that's probably going to get her thrown in prison after this. And all I can say at this point is I'm like, Claire, you are the worst criminal ever. If you're gonna go into an establishment that you know has cameras, don't show your face to the camera. It doesn't matter that we've spray painted it. They already have us on camera, our faces. And yes, I'm fairly certain in 2009, they had the technology to do face recognition. If we weren't screwed before, we're screwed now. Thanks, Claire. Look, we're gonna be like that guy. We're gonna have a wanted poster just like this guy right there on the red tack. I know we're gonna have it on the red tack. Because we're gonna be hated. Red is the color of anger and rage. We are gonna be so hated. CPU won't turn on. It's because there's no cord. know what the password is. I don't know. Enter the password to gain access to the computer. There's a clue to the password somewhere in the motel office. Maybe it's in the filing cabinet. Oh goody, a skull. Did we already collect a skull for our skeletal friend that we've been acquiring this entire time? Skull, thankfully, is not on our list. Moldy Bagel is, though. I need a book, another book. I have a feeling there's gonna be a clue to the password that I need. The light bulb. I will say it's kind of funny, because once I find the object that I need, if I just exit out... Well, no, because I think if there's another item, like a key or something, like here, I need to finish the scene in order to get the item. That's a very decorative knife, actually. Very nice. I was just thinking about that, and I was like, please tell me there's not a way to, like, just exit out of the, That's a bottle opener. I mean, it's cork thing, but is that a bottle opener? That's a bottle opener. Okay. Cow horn. Dollars. Now we've got another charge of robbery. We just stole money. Great. Peace sign. Paper clips. Great. Book. So, fish of the Caribbean. The population of fish in the Caribbean has declined significantly for more than 10 years. Scientists believe one of the major contributing factors is the steady loss of coral in the region for almost 30 years. Coral all over the world has been dying for years at record rates because of population, disease, and global warming. In the Caribbean, 80% of coral has died over the past 3 decades, at a rate of about 8% a year. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that actually is a lot when you think about it, like, over a 30-year span. 8% of the 100% of coral has been dying. So... oh my god, so... within the matter of... granted, this math for me now is not mathing. Well, I guess it's 8% of whatever the remaining is. But yeah, so... essentially, it's going extinct. But the effect on fish there has only become apparent in the last dozen years. Some fish are especially affected, herbivores such as parrot. I think there actually is one called a parrotfish. I think that's where they're going with. So the fish out in the lobby area, I'm thinking is an angelfish. It's either an angelfish or a butterfly fish. I think it might be an angelfish. I just want to make sure. I think that's an angelfish, considering it has a little tail in the front of its face and, like, the little whisker. And the, cool! Wow, buddy. It looks like someone has been staying in room 102, didn't see the rest of that. Checked in July 21st, 09. When did we go to see Miss Pennywell? Oh, has been staying in room 102 for quite some time. So Devin Graham. Is this Devin Graham right here? Is this someone that we should maybe be on the watch for? Granted, if there's somebody that we should be on the watch for, they probably wouldn't have gotten a room, so... Can I go search? According to the computer, that room is vacant. It's perfect then. I'll have to pick the lock if I want to get in. Perfect. I have paper clips. Multiple, so we can test this out. Use the paper clip to apply pressure to the individual lock mechanism. If you push too far, the piece will fall back down to its original position. How do I know that? It's kind of hard to judge this. Okay, so that gets me there. Ooh, frick. Wow, lock picking's a lot easier than I thought. It's tedious, but it's easy. Hello, sirs. What's that? Someone has nailed these curtains to the wall. Okay. Fridge has a small lock on it. Why does the fridge have a lock on it? That's my question. There was a pull rod. We didn't need to MacGyver a pull net. There was a pull net rod back at the pool. We could just use that. There's wallpaper plastered over the mirror. Okay, great. Does this guy not want to look at him? Is this guy the vampire? Are we really more like Buffy the Vampire Slayer? We're out to slay vampires, not find out if we have vampire lineage? Well, let me rummage through this guy's stuff. Seashell. Guessing when they say bishop, they mean the chess piece, not the person. Yes. Ice pick, of course. Of course I need an ice pick and not a scraper. Okay, well I'm having a hard time finding the wristwatch for some reason. See, I'm just gonna keep moving on. Watercolors. Found it. Dragon. I saw that a while ago. Tie. Electric shaver? Okay. Bow tie. Glasses. Waffle cone? Waffle cone, like for ice cream. Yes, exactly like I thought. Pretty good though, actually. I always, when I get ice cream, I always do waffle cones if they have them available. Casino chip. Corn dog. Handbag? Cool, and I still can't... Oh, is that the... That looked like a belt. Well, at least I have the ice pick now. I don't know what I'm gonna find. I'm gonna find a hammer. A hammer. That's what I'm gonna find, a hammer. There's newspaper taped over the window. Whoever did this wanted it to be very dark in here. I don't know why we needed to unnail the window to find that out. I could have seen that right through this sheer cloth. Okay. And I'm gonna guess that this is the key for this fridge. Lots of blood bags. It's the blood from the hospital. Is this gonna be the movie moment? I still have the scraper, actually. The paint. I have the paint scraper. Oh, not only was the mirror covered, but it's been smashed as well.
Now the clues are starting to add up. Blood in the fridge, blackout curtains, and a smashed mirror. It doesn't take a genius to figure out who's living here. But why would they be here in this motel? And why would they be burning churches and digging up bodies if they already have a supply of blood? But most importantly, what does this have to do with Aunt Rosie? I should get back to her house and see if I can figure out what she knew.
Pretty sure there's a street that just went straight across, but okay.
I feel much safer here. I'm having trouble believing Aunt Rosie would allow herself to get mixed up in all this. I need to look around and see what she was up to.
Those pliers weren't there before. Claire, did you lock the house before you went out? Because I don't think you did. I think... I'm gonna hope to God Aunt Rosie came back and she had some stuff to do before she went out and did her errands again. Pretty sure we didn't leave that pair of pliers there. Trust me, I would have picked them up, little klepto thief I am. Not really, just in video games at least. But okay. Pliers, we have pliers now. This is still tightly locked. Pretty sure we left that open when we went outside. And now it's not open. Oh, you know, maybe those pliers were there, but because I just remember I was like, I'm pretty sure the camera was shifted a little bit to the left, actually. Because, I mean, we could still see this door, but we couldn't really see all this. As well as the fact that I could see more of the stairs. Oh, we don't even... Okay. Looks like a pedestal of some kind. There are some books missing from the shelf. Oh, I can't. I was like, you want some books? I got books. I've been carrying an entire small library on me, apparently. I don't know what else to do except for maybe... Okay, that's not in its intended use. He doesn't look so ferocious without any teeth. Did he lose his teeth? Somehow? Ah. Itchy. Am I supposed to use ply? I don't understand what I'm... I can go outside. Missed that arrow. Whoopsies. The knob is missing. We have no knobs. I can get downstairs, though. Fantastic. Why is there... I'm no dentist, but those teeth are in there pretty tight. Why? We're not even going to ask why Aunt Rosie has an animal skull in her basement. I mean, I'll take the teeth, I guess. Why? There's a piece missing from the top of the latch. Great! Oh, goody. Oh, there's the beetle. Pinecone. Abacus. Abacus. I love how I know what an abacus is. Ancient Greek technology, I'm fairly certain. I know what an abacus is, but I have no idea what a foot splint is. Oh, goody. We need to look for another bone to add to our collection. I think... Yeah, great. Yay. Ooh, there's a floppy disk. Do I get to collect the floppy disk? Dang. That would have been fun. Also, what is this? I see the book, actually. There it is. But what is this? Is that like a converter of some sort? Pool rack. Pinwheel. Hat. Skizzers. Padlock. Air pump. Moon. Figured it out this time. Birdhouse. Screwdriver. Lamp. Trowel. I did it all by myself, guys! I didn't need any help! Let's give the lion some real teeth. Oh boy. Those pitchers are all empty. They need to be filled with something. Great. I'm gonna do this instead, though. Broccoli. I love this mishmash of meals we got going on. Looks like my family, actually. Rather, looks like me at my family dinners. So, I haven't been diagnosed. But, I am fairly certain I'm autistic, if that hasn't been said before. I am one of those people that unfortunately suffers from, like, when it comes to food, like, textures. This is kind of also the unfortunate thing for me, is that I was raised a lot on, like, processed foods. So, whenever I go to family dinners and such, I probably also keep trying to find things. Whenever I go to family dinners and such, I would not always partake in the meal, and my family usually has been okay with it. They completely understand. They've accepted it. You know, as a child, it was frustrating for my mom because she'd be making 2 meals. And it wasn't that I was meaning to be rude or anything like that, and it wasn't, but it was literally the thing of, I am one of those people that I cannot force myself to eat something. If I don't like it, I will literally throw it up. I can't force myself to eat something that I don't like at all. I think that's a can opener? Yes. So I am very much a texture person. I like things that are crunchy, things that have more of a solid feel to them. I do not like mushy foods at all. And so while my family would be having an actual meal or something like that, like they'd be having like mashed potatoes and I feel like I got like a cat hair like on the side of my nose again. Very common problem of mine. Or like, you know, they'd be having like mashed potatoes or like meatloaf. I'm trying to think of one meal in particular I actually usually don't partake in, but it's like a family staple for us, and it goes by a couple different names actually. I think we know it as Chimon's pie. Oh, chicken, found that. Apple. That's probably the one Snow White bit into and died from. But literally, like, they'd be having, like, Chimon's pie or something like that. And I'd be sitting there with a pizza. Like one of the store pizzas. And I feel like a lot of people will probably look at me and been like, wow, you're just a spoiled little brat. And for years I've looked at myself that way too, like, oh, I'm being a burden to my family, I'm, causing issues. And it's not to say that I haven't tried to eat things, like, even recently. Nowadays, if somebody offers me, don't know why I didn't look at that and be like, fan, saw it a bunch of times, but didn't actually recognize it. Okay, I don't know what pellet? I'm not entirely sure what that means, but they mean, oh, okay, so it's the painting thing. But yeah, so it's always been not to say embarrassing, but something I've had to deal with my entire life. Yes, I've had a lot of people look at me like, oh, my parents just aren't, oh, there we go, there's the magnet. Like, they're just not disciplining me, or they're just not tough on me, or something like that. And it's not anything like that at all, actually. I truly do actually have a food intolerance. I'm trying to remember the actual name, it's escaping me at this moment, but something that's actually very, very common with kids that are autistic. You know, how they don't like certain foods or something like that, or certain textures. That's been me my entire life. And so the meal just reminded me of that. And it's like, quite literally, like, my family will be having this nice, ritzy meal or something like that. Nice, good meal. And then I'm over there with pizza. Like, an Elio's pizza just on my plate. It still kind of happens now. There are definitely meals where, unfortunately, I don't usually partake in. My family actually is totally okay with it, and half the times, if I go over there, a lot of times they're just wanting me there for company. They're just like, it's totally okay if you don't want to partake in the meal. We got other stuff. We got chicken nuggets. We got chicken patties. We got pizzas. You want to cook it, you make it. But I will typically be the one that's like, I will either let them know that I'm like, it's not really my thing, the food that there is, but I'll come for the company. Or if it's something like I'm like rushing or something like that and I don't want to bother them with making something, I'll ask them, been like, would you mind if I pick something up instead? Like on my way home from like, work or wherever I'm coming from. I think the statue was designed to have more than 2 arms. Oh, yeah, actually, it does look like it should probably have more than 2 arms. I need to rack the balls first. I have a rack. Oh. Arrange the pool balls so that the numbers are equal. Each number is the total of all the balls on that edge of the triangle. So, like, if I take this and switch it. Oh, okay. Again, trying to mathematically deduce how I'm supposed to, get this. I have the cat's hair in my mouth. Doggone it. One of the big downsides to having cats is, for some reason, you somehow get cat hair all over your face and in your mouth and in your orifices. And you don't know how it got there in the first place. I'm like, I haven't even put my face near the cats today. How do I have cat hair in my eye or something like that? Okay, I need some thinking juice. Okay. So we have every single ball from 1 to 15. This is what makes it hard, though, because these 3 are not going to be counted in the total. And we don't know which ones... Excuse me, sorry. And we don't know which ones are not going to be used. But we know we have 3 sides, and there's 5 on each side. I feel like there's got to be something mathematical about that. Getting out my handy-dandy calculator. Okay, So total it's 120. For the moment, if I divide that by 3, then that means 40 on each side. But again, we don't know which balls are gonna need to go in the middle because they're not gonna be counted. I think for the moment at least, I'm just gonna have to... I'm just gonna offset this for right now. So I kind of offset it in such a way because I was like, I don't want the highest number ones in the corners here. I think they need to be just offset by a little bit. But then I started kind of getting the idea and I was like, wait a minute. If I just take each of the balls and just kind of put them next, so like 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then that leaves 1, 2, and 3 in the middle. So they're close, but now I need to rearrange them a little bit more. And I'm thinking it's going to have to do with these corner pieces right now. So this side and this side are more, while this side is a lot less. So actually, if I switch these two up, that's pretty good, I guess. If I kind of know the number that it's going for. It's somewhere in the 40s range, like somewhere around, I think it's like 45 is maybe what it's going for. And I think I was onto something by doing something with this. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. It's so close, but unfortunately I'm like... So I'm like, this one needs to be one less to match the others. Unfortunately, though, I'm like, the 3 that belong to just this side, I can't trade them out with anything in the middle here. They're all with these sides, so I'm like, dang it! So I'm like, that means I have to switch out the corner pieces again, because those are the ones that aren't working. Dang. I finally did it based on sheer luck, doggone it. And it was 40 on each side, doggone it, what the heck? That's a nice, tight rack. I'm sorry, was that supposed to be a euphemism for something? Great. Let's just do this now. Tape. What kind of tape? Like Scotch tape? Videotape? Cassette tape? Probably Scotch tape. And I have a feeling the faucet handle, now that I'm seeing that next on the list, is what we're gonna need. Like, that's the thing we're gonna get from this. Although I'm trying to look very, very carefully. And I can't seem to find the faucet handle? Or faucet knob? I was just trying to find the faucet knob, but I guess I'm just gonna skip it now. Unless that's the faucet knob? That is the faucet knob, okay. Tack. Really need to be more specific about this tack, like a thumbtack? Is that a tack? No, that's a screw. Did find a donut. Do have glasses, tray, microscope. Large kiwi. Pepper. Orange. I love how I'm literally seeing everything else except for tack. Shell, though. Shell. Shell. I just saw this hairbrush. Hairbrush. Hourglass. Seahorse. And now tack. I'm not sure what the... Thumbtack! Literally they meant thumbtack. Okay. At least we now have the faucet handle. I'm gonna go back outside, I guess. So I can get some Wawa. And then we're probably gonna be doing... Okay, I was like, please don't tell me that's gonna keep running. That's quite wasteful. Oh god, fill each vase with a different fill each vase with a different object to affect the height of its column. Click an item and then click the vase you would like to fill. Did I get a book on this? I got a book about knots. How to tie a Honda knot. Great. I don't really want to know how to tie a Honda knot. Also, we never use the ancient Greek architecture book, I'm pretty sure, maybe? Maybe we did? Am I... I don't understand what I'm doing here. I don't understand. Like, I need more instructions in this. What am I filling this to? They haven't given me proper instructions or even a hint as to what I'm filling these columns up to, or like what pattern am I following. It's... Great, nice tight rack, but what do I do? Is there... Like, why? What was the point of doing this? So I can get a pool cue and then just play pool. Something fell out of one of the pockets. A snow globe. Oh, I can probably put that on the table over here. And I'll get an arm. A golden arm. Cool. One more and then this guy will be complete. Anything else in this room? No. Not much more in that room. Not much more here. I need to get the arm first. I still don't understand. Oh my god. Am I trying to fill it up to like this? That literally didn't help me at all. Book. Begin with tying a knot. Now take the... Ah! Oh my gosh, my nose. Why is it so itchy? Okay, I'm getting really upset with this, like how many times I've had to look for a walkthrough for these games, but... I legit... I don't know any other thing I'm supposed to be doing, so... Like, there's absolutely no hints, for me at least, that I can see that I'm like, give me any more instructions on that water vase thing, and I'm like, I need more to go off of than just, you know, fill this crap up. With what? Like, what do you want me to fill it to? Am I supposed to get them all down? Like, it seems like each vase can only take one object at a time. So I don't understand what I'm doing. Again, just looked down enough to make sure I got like a hint of, or some just small direction to say, go to this will give you what you need. And I mean, I kind of thought about it because we got this book so long ago. It's whatever, I guess. I guess what it is, and they said match the height of the columns to the height of this. And I did think about this book, but but this was about the styles. It wasn't really, I didn't really think of the heights that much, so. Anyways. Actually, let me go back to that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It appears to unlock a drawer. Can I look at the drawer? Second arm. Cool. I'm going to guess that in the chest is going to be a book. Got the pendant. Many books. Apparently, my pockets are finally full of books. I can't carry any more books. Okay, arrange all books of the same color into a small group. Groups can be swapped if they have the same number of books or are located side by side. Okay, so I think I'm starting to see what they're talking about. They're like, they want you to put them into groups of also columns of the same color, which is going to be slightly difficult because all the colors are a little messed up. So I think yellow, though. I just figured out that you can swap them like this. Wow. I feel incredibly dumb right now. Well, there's all the blues together. Pretty sure I can get blacks down here. Yep, there's all blue and black. There's all the greens. All the yellows. What am I doing? I should be moving all the reds down. There we go. I didn't know that they could be switched between bookshelves. I thought like they had to be like done like in columns as well. Is that a hidden passage? Castle, Marsh, Riverview Road, Shed, Secret Bridge.
It looks like some sort of map. There's a marsh, some swampland, a bridge, and a castle. What's going on here? I can't believe Aunt Rosie knew about all of this. It certainly explains why she wanted to get out of town. Fortunately, or maybe unfortunately, I'm a little more stubborn. Well, this is the swamp from the map, but I certainly don't see a castle anywhere around here. Of course, I should have known it wouldn't be that easy.
No, it wouldn't be. But as promised, I did my 2 parts. I am really wanting to know how this ends. Because again, as much as this game does not make sense right now, I'm still having a blast. So yeah, I'm actually thinking we are getting close to the end of the game, so I'm probably going to just pick this up again right after this part. So I'll see you in that next video. Bye-bye.